The concrete realities of California's water struggles are the most intense here. This ribbon of real estate is home to the wet dreams of big industrial agriculture. Their plan is to move the Sacramento River directly to them by building massive twin underground tunnels, and the governor is determined to give it to them and stick us with the bill.
I want to get shit done.
They want you to get on a different road. A road they've created to push a vision of reality they've wanted for a very long time.
We're not going to sit here and twiddle our thumbs and stare at our navel.
Science is dismissed, even as the project is moving forward, with their acknowledgement that there is not a clear understanding of exactly how it would be operated. Tunnel promoters want us to accept their claim that this project is needed. Don't believe it. But don't take our word for it either. Here are the words of the manager of the project, acknowledging that this hugely expensive engineering effort will not bring us any new water. Its purpose is to only move water around, for the benefit of a small number of recipients. And the most demanding of them represent less than 0.5% of the state's population and economy. The Westlands Water District. Here's an easy way to think about Westlands. 600 growers controlling enough water for a city of 10 million people, and always demanding more. Sharing has not been one of their strong suits.
If everybody has to give up something, then let's ask these other people to give up something before you come to take more water away from us.
This is not about Westlands Water District.
Now, it is true that there are a few small farming operations within Westlands, but overall, Westlands is dominated by very large industrial growers.
It's portrayed that way by a lot of people because they think that's the easiest way to defeat it. It's a program that is intended to benefit the entire state of California.
And they've made sure that it will not be put before the voters. That alone should set off alarms. Now, it would be easy to characterize the Westlands Water District as the center of California's biggest corporate agriculture players. After all, located within the district are very large farms and ranches.
The people who farm in Westlands Water District are family farmers. I cannot name a single corporate agribusiness that operates in Westlands Water District.
Okay, so family farms it is. Westlands, home to family farmers. But in Westlands, the rule is by the rich. The growers with the most land have the most votes in electing their board of directors, a structure that the late Supreme Court Justice William O. Douglas described as a corporate political kingdom, undreamed of by those who wrote our Constitution. Decades ago, smart and powerful people thwarted the intent of Congress regarding Westlands. The original plan was to have 160-acre farms, but the big landholders, including Southern Pacific Railroad and Chevron, successfully lobbied Congress to create the 1982 Reclamation Reform Act. That boosted the acreage to 960 acres per person, and more importantly, eliminated the residency requirement that said landowners had to live on those farms. But why does it even matter? It matters because of comments like this.
I cannot name a single corporate agribusiness that operates in Westlands Water District.
We're not going to get into an argument about whether or not there are corporate farms in Westlands. Of course there are. You can go here to the California Secretary of State corporate database and see for yourself. What's important is the one undeniable fact that Westlands is farming toxic soils and producing toxic waste. They know that.
S9 has no eyes, and actually it's the brain that's sticking out where the eyes should be.
It's the same problem that killed these deformed birds at the Kesterson Wildlife Refuge in the mid-1980s.
It would take 63 to 304 years to drain the accumulated selenium out of the aquifers of the western San Joaquin Valley. What they've already created is a multi-generational Superfund site, and nobody's doing anything about it.
This all matters today because they want those tunnels to move the Sacramento River directly to them so they can keep dumping the public's water on poisoned dirt. Build the tunnels to move the water, and that problem doesn't go away. But there's a very good chance that these guys will. And there's a very good chance that the most important estuary on the west coast of North and South America will die, and it is a certainty that the fragile delta will cease to be the cornucopia it is today, even in its diminished condition. There are those who want Westlands to cease to exist. We're not one of them. Just as having healthy runs of wild salmon are important, so is agriculture. What we want is for Westlands to be responsible, to change. Stop farming the poisonous half of their 600,000 acres. Take 300,000 acres totally out of production. No more water on it, ever. Then we'll have a lean and productive Westlands that can be irrigated and that does not need the huge amounts of water that they have been demanding for years. Do that and forget the peripheral tunnels. It's that simple.
There's a lot wrong with the Peripheral Tunnels project. In fact, there's so much wrong with it that a growing number of California communities are saying no, or are voicing their skepticism about it. We think it's a project that should be killed, but it's been Westland's wet dream for a long time. We say, take a deep breath, step back, and rethink. Because the water they covet is salmon water now.